Hey, man, this is Tommy Skeoch, and you're watching CMS TV.
It is CHRIS Akin Presents, and I, of course, am Chris Akin. And today on the show, we are going to be talking about the only kind of marriage I know, which is a bad marriage. That is, they have the band Bad Marriage. They have a release getting ready to come out March 13th. It is absolutely killer. It is called Match Made in Hell. And here to talk all about it is the man, Tommy Skeoch. Tommy, how are you, sir?
The Akinator, man. Yeah, good to see you. And yeah, you've heard it. It's fucking rad, man.
It's great stuff, man.
Thank you.
Before I even get into the tracks, man, I got to ask you, it's long, which is very different in today's world where everybody's trying to wedge 8 to 10 songs and give just enough. You guys went the full bore with this thing, man. Talk a little bit about that.
Okay, well, we had more, actually, and we do have more. We really worked hard. A lot of that stuff on this record, though, I'd say about a little more than half of it was kind of already written before I got there. And then we kind of went back in and it changed a little bit because we put my spin on on all those songs, really, the ones that made it. So we just had a plethora of material, and we thought that all the songs that are on there really made kind of the Match Made in Hell record we were kind of trying to go for, you know?
Right, definitely. Well, Tommy, obviously landing in Bad Marriage comes after a long period between Tesla and here. And you did other stuff, obviously. You did solo material and different stuff that just didn't seem to connect. Now it feels like you're really connecting.
Yes, exactly. And that's a good way to put it. And I will say, as far as R&B is concerned and Resistance, you know what? That was I fucking was going to go for it with that. And I could have. It was a great band, great record. I really believed in it. But man, some of the people just were freaks, dude. And I couldn't deal with them anymore is the best way to put it without throwing people under the bus. But there was a couple of just crazy people in that band. So, you know, I was trying to do it then, and I think I could have if everyone would have kept their heads on, but it wasn't to work out. And thank God for Mike Fitz and the guys, man. They were there right as that was falling apart. They were like, hey, man, you know, me and Mike had become friends. He was like, hey, come over and check it out with us, man. Let's rock out, you know?
Right on. How much of this, Tommy, and this may come off insensitive, but I trust you can handle it.
Yeah.
How much of this now is because you've gotten your head clear? Because I'll bring it up. When you did the classic metal show Takeover for us 8 million years ago, you were in that other place mentally. Definitely. And we had fun. I'm not going to say we didn't have fun. It wasn't funny and fun. But it's very clear that you're very different now. How much of where you are now had to come from getting your head right?
You know, I don't know if it has anything really to do with like getting off drugs and all that shit more than it is. I mean, I think that's a part of it because to be where I am right now, that had to happen, I think. And I'm not totally, I smoke a little weed, whatever. I'm not just an AA guy or anything like that, but I'm not where I was I was trying to kill myself, I think, you know, so, and I was definitely crazier. Now I'm just in a lot more positive kind of mode. And what I was going to say is I think that's due to just maturity, older, and more than anything. And of course, not being stupid and doing drugs and shit like that helps. But I'm a little bit of a different person, much more positive, much happier. I don't know. I'm not used to that, you know, because I'm used to being really dark and shit like that. But hey, man, I'm having fun and I'm happy. What can I say?
Sure. Do you feel like you are a better creator now and a better player now? Because, I mean, you weren't playing bad then. Obviously, you were in a million selling bands, so it didn't hurt it. But, I mean, do you feel better now?
Not necessarily. If anything, man, getting older, man, it's like I don't feel some days I feel like I can't even play the fucking guitar. You know, it's just weird. I don't know if you play guitar, but you know how that is. But no, it's if anything, it's just that's a hard one, man. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm any better for it as far as that goes, but I do have I don't know. I am one thing I do when I record now is I don't brew over it as much. I don't sit there and go, oh man, that note, you know, I let a lot of stuff go these days. I just do a track. It's natural. If something's really weird, I'll fix it or change it or whatever. But for the most part, I try and just feel it, track it, do it, you know, and learn to love what I do in that moment. And that's what it is. It's a moment. And moments in music, it can be different things, but to me, that's a real natural way to do it. Just play it, and that's what feels good. Not always. Sometimes it's a little crazy, but if I live with it along a while on some tracks, and it's kind of a weird thing, I kind of get used to it. And I'm like, you know, it's natural. It's just, I like it. And what I'm talking about is like noises, weird notes, whatever, you know.
Right. Sure.
And I live with that more these days, and I'm kind of okay with it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Tommy, let's dig into the record a little bit. Match Made in Hell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start by telling you, when people have asked me about, you know, they know that I was going to interview you, and they know that I have the record. I don't know how to explain this to people. It's sort of classic 80s-ish, but it's very modern sounding, and I don't think it falls into anywhere exactly. I think it is its own animal.
I think you are right on the money, buddy. I mean, yeah, I couldn't have said that any better. It's got a modern thing about it, but it's very old school rock and roll at the same time. It's definitely got a lot of feeling. You know, Johnny, our vocalist, is singing, but also Mike, the guitar player, is singing for the first time. So they're trading stuff off. And that's another thing I really like about this record is they're kind of yin and yanging all within the same song. We really kind of mixed that and worked it out. So, and I love it, you know, but yeah, it's kind of its own animal, isn't it?
It really is.
And unique and in a good way, I think. Yeah.
Well, and in today's world where everything sounds so homogenized,
yeah,
we need something that shakes the tree.
I love hearing that, man. That just gives me goosebumps and makes me feel like we did it right. Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Oh,
nice.
I'm sorry, I swore. That's awesome.
No problem. Well, Tommy, talk a little bit about your playing relationship with Fitz, because obviously you've done the dual guitar thing in the past, certainly.
Yeah.
But you were, and I'm guessing, so tell me if I'm completely wrong, but it seems like in the old days, you were kind of the lead. You were the lead, and like Hannon was more rhythmic and maybe wrote more, but you were the ferocious player. Seems like you two trade very well in Bad Marriage. Is that accurate at all?
I mean, I think so. The thing about like in old Tesla days is I think most people see that as like Frank was more the lead guy. You know, he was definitely much more, definitely more technically talented than me, you know. So I always thought that, and he probably did more leads, and we wrote about the same amount of songs back then, although I think he writes a lot of them now. Mm-hmm. But me and Mike, it's a very different animal, man. I mean, Mike's really a rhythm player, man. He doesn't play a lot of leads. So I don't have that relationship with him as much, but it's no less bitching, man, because we really kind of speak the same language musically as far as just what riffs and what really makes rock and roll make you go, ah, fuck, yeah, man. You know, we got that together. We are on the same page completely. So that's nice.
Right. Definitely is.
That's nice.
Well, for on the day we're recording this, first track comes out tomorrow, Match Made in Hell.
Hell yeah.
Very, very pleasant for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the song and about how Tommy London, you know, appears in the video.
Have you seen it yet?
I have seen it, yeah.
So well, I can't tell you about the Tommy London thing. I just got to the video and they said, yeah, we're going to AI Tommy London in there. I'm like, so that's that. But the song that's one of the songs that was there when I joined them, and actually I had seen them play live and play that song before I joined the band, and I loved it. I was like, that's one of the coolest songs, you know. So it changed a little bit, not the song itself, arrangement or anything, but I added a lot of guitar to it. And kind of in the same vein as the record. If you listen to the record, my guitar is treated like a kind of more like a lead vocal trading off. It's loud, it's in your face. And yeah. So.
Sure.
Hey, you. Why are you watching this with commercials? Go commercial-free and unlock exclusive content. Become a VIP today on Locals, Substack, or Rumble Premium. Stop waiting.
How much creative input did you have on the entire record?
I would say a lot. I mean, there was like 5 or 6 songs that I didn't write, but I completely just put my jizz all over it. You know, I just put my stamp on it. I played a lot of leads, and also on some of those, you know, the production of it changed a little bit, I would say, because of what I brought to it. But so the ones that were there was a marked change. And then the stuff that we wrote, I think, is in line with what Bad Marriage was, but it's definitely a different animal now. It's kind of a more of a kind of like what you said. What you don't really know. It's kind of a pop, not pop, but more like a punk, metal, old school rockin' vibe. You know, yeah.
Yeah, it just has a lot of different energies to it. That's the best way I would put it.
And I love that. Right.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, man, talk a little bit about the band, and I don't even know if you know this part or not, but talk a little bit about the band hooking up with RFK Media and Ron Keel.
I do, yeah. I was there for all that, and the thing I say is I just try not to get involved in the business of it too much. You know, I just want to play guitar and have fun, so I'm not always there for those conversations. You know, but Ron, I mean. I remember Ron, the first record, like Lay Down the Law. I love that record. And this was way back when, man.
Right.
So to kind of connect with him now is this kind of a special thing for me. I mean, I've never really been a fan type person, but Ron's fucking Ron, man. He's fucking rad, you know?
Right on.
And he's such a great positive energy. And for us, that's really nice to have, you know? And so he really loves the record, by the way.
Sure.
I mean, I can just tell genuinely he's freaking out about it. Kind of like the same vibe you have, just like, yeah, man, this is badass. And I'm just so pleased about all that, man, because I have big hopes for it. I don't know. You know, it's weird these days. You put out a song or a video and, you know, no one gives a fuck 2 days later, right? So I hope that we can get a little bit of longevity on this, and we definitely need to go play live more and be seen by more people, maybe opening slots, which we're working on some of that, just to get seen by people that wouldn't otherwise know us, right?
Sure. Well, yeah. and I going back to Ron for a second, I have to imagine that, and you could probably speak to this certainly from the Tesla days, it's good to have somebody that has been in the trenches to try and work with you instead of some suit telling you, well, we only sold X amount this week. Yep. We need to do another video to sell more.
You know what? Absolutely, man. Ron has been really great that way. As a matter of fact, he let us just do it. He didn't really call us to say, hey, you need it to do this, you need to do that, or the other thing. He wanted it to be, you know, he had trust in us. He believed in us. That's why he signed us to his label. He dug us, you know? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's Ron's great, man.
Oh, definitely.
I love him.
Now for you, Tommy, I know we talked about the single. What is... If you had your druthers, what would be the song that people latch onto and why?
Okay. Well, I think Match Made in Hell is a good kind of opener thing for the record. It's, I'm not going to say tame compared to some other tracks, but maybe it is. I don't know. But it's the title track. It's a good opening track. But I think there's a song on this record that's really going to waylay people. And that song is Rock and Roll Mofo. I just really feel like that's kind of a novelty song. And I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but
I know what you're talking about.
it's just kind of the band cuts out and the, you know, the lyric, it just grabs you and kind of goes and almost kind of floors you because it's so kind of epic with the swear words and just it's heavy and it's also street rock and roll, man. It's fucking killer.
I have to imagine that when you write music or when you are part of music like this, that when you're creating it for the live setting, because a lot of your playing sounds like, I don't think I've ever heard even a Tesla song or Resist a Bite or any of that stuff that didn't sound stage ready, if that makes sense. Is that how you write?
I don't know if that's hard to say, man. It's weird, man. When I do records, I try and make the best thing that feels the best to me, whatever that is, whether I do a solo 5 times to get it right or whatever it is, or whether it's kind of a live vibe, whatever it is, as long as it's feeling good, I work really hard at that. And I do think, okay, live, what I'm going to do, but usually I try and just focus when I'm recording on the record, because that's what I'm doing. I'm making a record. The record's got to feel good. It's got to carry across to people. So I don't worry about live too much, although I think about it. And then when I do play live, I just go out there and sometimes, certain things change because just live things sound better a certain way. So you just do it that way. It just depends.
Right. Certainly. For you, and I have not seen you in Bad Marriage yet. Next time you come to Cleveland, we will definitely do that. But
sure.
I remember the old days, and again, I keep throwing back to the old days. I'm not trying to turn it into that, but
a lot of people know me from that shit.
Yeah, but I want to concentrate on what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Is your stage persona in Bad Marriage the same as it was in the old days? I remember the old days where people would be throwing ice and you'd be like, come on, you were challenging people. Are you still that way, or has the age mellowed you a little?
Oh man, I used to be really crazy, man. I'm still crazy, but age has tamed me down a little bit. I have some back issues, things like that. So I'm not running all over the place and crazy like that. I am a little intense though. I'm definitely, come on, bring it. Even if no one's throwing ice, man, I'm just like, come on, let's fucking do this. I'm yelling and I'm talking to people right there in the audience and just being real, man, really.
Right on. Certainly. Well, you've had some touring experience here in the last few years with Bad Marriage. Talk a little bit about that. How is it different? How does it feel? Are you comfortable?
Yes and no. I mean, we don't have a tour bus, and we've been touring quite a bit. We have a shuttle bus that we've made into a tour bus, basically.
Okay.
And it's quite comfortable, really. I mean, for what it is, they did a really good job putting that together. So we're fairly comfortable out there. Sometimes, depending on if it's hot outside or cold outside, it's hard to regulate the temperature in there for extreme cold or extreme hot. So AC and a heater. Sometimes I'm in there, I'm just fucking freezing. Other times I'm in there and I just want to take my clothes off and die. So there's that, but it's actually pretty good and it works good. We don't have a driver. Delaney, our drummer, drives.
Okay.
And if he gets tired, we stop at a hotel, and it's been good, man. It's been really good. We have fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Were you, I just don't know the answer to this. Were you part of any of the Bad Marriage runs with Tesla?
No.
Okay.
No.
Would you want to be? Or would that be weird?
Well, I can't really tell you because it's not set in stone, but I think we actually might be doing a show with them in the future. Yeah.
Okay. Will that be weird for you? Or?
Huh?
Will that be weird for you?
A little bit, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's the type of thing where, I was in the band. I don't really want to go see them play live or anything like that, or even wait in the wings to come up and play a song with them. I'm just not really into that myself. But I don't know. Me and Brian have really connected, and I realize Brian's just like one of my best friends. He just is. And so whatever. I mean, I'm less sketchy about that than I used to be. I mean, before me and Brian got back together, fuck Brian, fuck Tesla, F them all, right?
Right.
But no, I've look at me leaving Tesla, I may have, it was my doing. I wasn't happy. I was doing all kinds of stupid shit, and it happened. So I take the blame for it, and I think they did the best they could at the time. So yeah, it's not now. It doesn't trip me out to think about going and opening a show for them or anything. Whatever, Just
Do
have
you
fun.
have you made peace? And this is the last Tesla question, I promise. But have you made peace with Brian specifically? I mean, you were way vocal about it. Even on your record. You had that circus in town song.
I know. Me and him have never actually talked about that. I know he would just go, oh, and he would start laughing, but it probably hurt him. I don't know. Look, we both said a lot of stupid shit, man. He was mad at me and I was mad. He was a big instigator of why I left, because he was just, he couldn't stand it, and I don't blame him. So yes, me and Brian are like, there was a lot of heavy shit, but the minute we hooked back up and met each other on that boat, this is where I first saw him. It's like everything just melted away, and it just fucking didn't matter, man. All the petty fucking bullshit. I mean, and like I just said, I just realized the other day, Brian is probably one of my best friends.
Right
he
on.
really is. I mean, and Mike Fitz has become truly a great friend of mine.
Sure.
And I've never been the type of guy, big friend kind of guy, because I've always been in my dark little corner or whatever. But that's changing, I'm a little older and wiser maybe, and I appreciate stuff a little bit more maybe.
Right on. Well, one thing that you're definitely going to appreciate is, I'm assuming, the touring schedule, because I know you are a road dog, man. I know you've got a couple of shows that have been announced at Monsters on the Mountain. Yep. And was that in July or August, I believe is when that is. What else is coming up that you could tell me?
We're starting a tour with the Midnight Devils.
Okay.
Opening up. That starts, I think, the 24th of this month.
Great.
Okay, and we're doing a couple of weeks with them. And then what we're doing after that, we have a lot of stuff planned for like later in the year. The stuff after that, I don't know. It's sketchy. It's going to be hit and miss, but we're going to be out there as much as possible. And, just a lot. Yeah. And everywhere. We're going to, everyone's, hey, will you come to California? It's like, man, we want to come. Sometimes it's just not financially, we can't do it. But with this record, it doesn't matter. We may have to spend money. We have to be out there. We just have to. So we're going to try and be everywhere and be out there rocking. And yes, I love touring. Yeah, man. The first tour I did with Bad Marriage, I just was like, I don't even need money. Let's just go play, man. Right. And that's what we did. And I'm still not really getting any money. What the fuck?
Well, to be fair, I don't think anybody in this genre is making anybody, even the big names.
In this business, man, it is totally just weird. It's the craziest thing, isn't it?
With you having been on both ends of the pendulum, the zillion-dollar videos and production and tours and everything, as well as ground floor, what do you think of the business that we are looking at today? Is it awful? Is it conceivable for anybody to make it now, or is it just now passion?
Well, you said it last. The passion thing is a big part of it, because you know what? We're all the people that were making a living off it and really doing well that way. They have a passion for it. They love it. And I'm one of them. I do this stuff whether I make money or not. It doesn't matter. So I think that's a big part of it for me, although I don't know, man. Rock and roll is in a weird, and everyone's saying Youngblood is bringing rock, and I don't really get that. To me, I guess he's saying I was with Ozzy. I don't know. To me, he's kind of a pop guy, and it's not real. To me, rock and roll is just in the gutter more. I don't know, man. It's a weird state of being for rock and roll. It's like everyone's doing their own records at home, and that's really the only way you can afford to do it. You can't go to a big studio these days unless you're going to spend a bunch of money.
Right.
And you don't really have to because of Pro Tools and all the stuff. But I don't know. It's definitely different, definitely a little weird, but I'm not stopping. And, all these bands like that I do since Tesla, I probably spend more money on all this stuff than I make on it. Yeah.
Right on.
Step back into time and flip into fun at Pinball PA, the ultimate arcade and museum where classic games come alive. Located off Broadhead Road in the Hopewell Shopping Center, Pinball PA invites you to play with 400 pinball machines and video games, from rare gems to your all-time favorites like Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Asteroids, Frogger, and the latest pinball hits. Perfect for families, friends, field trips, birthdays, and gamers of all ages, Pinball PA is open Tuesdays through Sundays with unlimited play for one low price. No quarters needed. Learn more at pinballpa.com.
Speaking of that, and I'm only going to ask the one question because I told you I was going to stick to bad marriage.
You said you were going to ask last time. That was the last question.
I know. Well, this isn't a Tesla one. It's a terminal one.
Hell.
I just want a little bit of background, not so much about Brian, but what is your connection to Josie and to Chris Holmes? Because I've never seen your name mixed with either.
Brian.
Okay.
Brian is the connection. Brian is a real social out there. Hey, let me have your number, man. And he just connects with everybody, and he's a real business kind of man. So, and he's great like that. I'm not that way at all.
Right.
So I probably would be a lot richer if I was, but I'm, you know what I mean? But no, that's because of Brian, man. He meets people and whatever. And he met Chris, and they were going to put a band. He's like, "Hey, Chris, man, maybe I should call Tom. We should actually make a band out of it." And Chris is like, "Yeah." So that's how, Josie, I've just met over the phone, and he said he's really, honored to play with cats like us, and was real humble and really nice. And I'm looking forward to meeting him. I have not met him, and he's not saying on anything yet. He's just coming, and we're going to check it out. So who knows how it will all work out, but we're going for it,
Right on. Well, I'm sure we'll have you come back to talk about that when there's actually something people can hear. But for now, we are definitely talking bad marriage.
Hell yeah.
Match Made in Hell. March 13th is the date. We always tell everybody here, Tommy, it's fine if you stream something, but buy something.
Yeah.
Buy a shirt, buy a hat, a keychain, whatever it is, buy it. Do you, and I'm taking a risk here, do you know where to send people to buy something?
Well, it's on the internet these days, isn't it?
Well, I mean, is there a website? Is it just Amazon? Or is Bad Marriage
Yes, the badmarriage.com type thing, and RFK, Ron Keel's thing. You can definitely get it there. As far as stores, I think there is some distribution. I don't know, but who buys from stores anymore? I don't know.
Right. True.
But, yeah. So that's about it, I think.
All right. So make sure you buy something, you cheap fucks. Do not just stream.
I have a friend out in California, man. He's always, man, send me that. I'm like, why don't you buy something? Just buy something that I've done instead of me sending it to you all the time. Just help me out or something, man. I probably won't even see the money. Just buy it. I don't know.
Dude, I get in real life, one of the businesses that I own is a IT business, and I get people all the time ask me, "Hey, why don't you build me a website?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Why don't you put new tires on my car?" It's like, come on. That's what I do.
Good job. I mean, it's how we make our living. And that is so messed up because of the state of the business, and I guess because of the internet or whatever. In some ways, it's a blessing, things that have changed. It's really cool in a lot of ways. And in a lot of ways, it's like, whoa, man. Not good.
Yeah, it's not. But at least we're getting music from guys like yourself and Fitz and Bad Marriage that is absolutely compelling. So great work there, man. A Match Made in Hell.
Thank you so much, man.
Of course, man. Well, one more time, it is Match Made in Hell. It is Bad Marriage. March 13th is the date. You need to pre-order it now. I would imagine if you go to rfkmedia.com, that's probably the easiest
Definitely,
place to get
or badmarriage.com.
Yeah,
yep.
One of the two. So go over there, buy something, you cheapos. And Tommy, this is always fun, man. Thanks for joining me here on Chris Akin.
Dude, thank you, Chris. I'm looking forward to doing it again, man.
Absolutely.
The ultimate hub for metal talk is classicmetalshow.locals.com. Get free episodes, social commentary, and VIP exclusive content. It's our online home. That's classicmetalshow.locals.com.